What do you see? What do you see this morning? Look around for a moment. Is there anything that you've not noticed before as you look around you? Anyone that you haven't noticed before as you look around? What do you see? Who do you see? The Greek visitors in Jerusalem wanted to see Jesus, not to take a photo or to satisfy their curiosity about what he looked like. They wanted to meet him, to see what he was about, to hear what he wanted to say. They told one of his disciples, "We want to see Jesus." Seeing is so much more than just looking at someone from a distance or through a screen. To truly see someone, you have to get closer. You have to talk and listen and hear what the other person is thinking and feeling and wanting to do. You've got to give attention and notice. In fact, physical seeing is less important than the meeting, the encounter, the listening. Down the years, I've known a number of people who've been blind since birth, and they'd often say to me, "See you next Sunday." And I would always think, "Oh, that's an odd thing to say." But they meant it. They would see in their own way. We do not physically see Jesus, but he is seen in our hearts. Those first visitors wanted to see Jesus, wanted to meet him, wanted to get to know him and what he was about. And that's what we want too, to get to know Jesus better in our 21st century, in our own setting. They asked Philip, and Philip talks to Andrew, and they go and see Jesus. Mysteriously, we don't hear about whether those visitors actually met Jesus that day, because the reading moves on to something bigger, moves on to the reality of the cross. But the desire was there. And Jesus, for him, this was a moment where his glory would be revealed, not just to his own people, but to people of all backgrounds and nations. Today, seeing Jesus is not about meeting him on a dusty street in Jerusalem, but meeting him here and now. It involves not physical sight, but faith and trust. And that faith and trust is always something to be deepened, to be challenged, to be renewed. I believe, help my unbelief. Or as Paul put it, we see now only a reflection in a mirror. Then we will see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. Think for a moment how we might enable others to see Jesus today. And reflect on your own seeing of Jesus. How do we help people see Jesus? See what Jesus is about and what Jesus can mean in our lives and their lives. how do we enable that encounter? Spend a moment before we sing Open Our Eyes. Just spend a moment quietly thinking. And if you want to share at the table, then we'll spend a few moments helping people see Jesus. Jesus promised, where two or three are gathered in my name, there I am in their midst. And we claim that promise now. So we ask, Lord, to open our eyes, the eyes of faith, not our physical eyes, but the eyes of faith,